Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. So, I just got a little bit of breaking news for you that came up last night. Is that there has been a second person now charged with the stalking of Madeleine McCann's parents. I think you'll all know about the case of Madeleine McCann. I don't expect to have to go through it again. It's probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous missing persons cases. So Madeleine went missing, didn't she, from the holiday villa where her and her parents and the rest of her family and their friends were staying in Portugal, in Praia da Luz. And since then, really concretely, there has been no leads, no concrete leads. There's been lots of smoke and mirrors, lots of Chinese whispers, lots of supposed sightings, but really nothing concrete. Little Madeleine, only 4 years old, disappeared in a puff of smoke, which obviously didn't happen. She is somewhere. Whether we'll ever get to find out where she is or not, I don't know. So then, of course, just not recently, this woman, Julia Wendell, was claiming to be Madeleine McCann, and she's claimed to be Madeleine McCann for some time now. And despite various DNA tests showing that she actually is not Madeleine McCann, she has relentlessly well, stalked is the only word, really, the McCann family. Not only the parents, but also Madeleine's surviving sister and a twin sister and brother, Sean and Amelie. So she has made herself more or less a nuisance. And, you know, stalking is not a laughing matter. I mean, it's a horrible thing to be stalked. I still think it seems to me, you know, how many people get stalked and arrests aren't always made, but maybe, you know, it's just the length of time that this woman has been stalking the McCanns. When she tried to come over from Poland, again, she landed at Bristol Airport a couple of weeks ago. She was immediately arrested and she was remanded into custody. And she'll be facing a hearing soon about the charges. So initially, when she was arrested, she was with this woman, Karen Sprague. Now, she also has been arrested. She wasn't arrested at the time, but the news that came out yesterday was that she has, in fact, been arrested. I mean, I wonder if the police were always intending to arrest her, but they didn't need to put her in custody because she lives in the UK. She lives in Wales. Whereas with Julia, would they have been worried that she would then just get on a plane and go back to Poland and avoid, you know, facing the charges? So Karen was not arrested at the time. Unfortunate name, of course, Karen. She was not arrested at the time, but she now last night was arrested. So let's have a look at the article. One of the articles, of course, it's all over the news this morning. Madeleine's little face. What little cherub she was. You know, if she is still alive, which is very unlikely, I think she would be 21 now, 21 or 22. So, a woman charged with stalking Madeleine McCann's family. Madeleine's disappearance on holiday in Portugal in 2007. So, we're coming up to not that far off 20 years. Remains one of the world's most well-known missing person cases. Everything that can be thrown at this case has been thrown at it. Of course, there's been lots of twists and turns. Madeleine's parents themselves were suspects for a while, or arguidos, as they call them in Portugal. I think as far as the Portuguese are concerned, you don't have to look any further than them to think about what happened to Madeleine. But, you know, there's no evidence or no proper evidence, not enough evidence to charge. So who knows? Also, at the moment, of course, Christian Bruckner is in a German, Christian B. He's in a German prison and he's accused of kidnapping Madeleine. But the thing is, again, there's no evidence there. So it's being reported that he's going to be released without charge very shortly. Is he just a patsy, a fall guy? You know, there's been so many false accusations over the years. Poor Madeleine, will there ever be justice for Madeleine in this world anyway? So a 60-year-old woman has been charged as part of an investigation into the alleged stalking of Madeleine McCann's family. Of course, you know, the case has yet to be heard. Karen Spragg of Caerau, Cardiff, has been charged. I've probably pronounced that wrong. Sorry, Welsh people out there. I don't know how that's pronounced. Has been charged with one count of stalking involving serious alarm or distress, Leicestershire police said, and the alleged offence is said to have happened between the 3rd of May 2024 and the 21st of February 2025. That's a big, it's nearly a year. I mean, don't they know when it happened? Anyway, police said she was arrested on Thursday and is due to appear at Leicester Magistrates Court on Friday. So that would be today, is it? So is it today that Julia Wandel is scheduled to appear at court? Well, I'll look out for that and give you any updates. So as part of the same investigation, Julia Wandel, 23, is also scheduled to appear at a court in the city the same day. And Wandel, I always say Wendell. I don't know which one's which, but anyway, from Lubin in Poland, was arrested at Bristol Airport last month, charged with 4 counts of stalking and remanded in custody. She's alleged to have gone to the McCann's home, as well as making calls and sending a letter and WhatsApp messages. Yeah. The 3-year-old, oh, she was three. Oh my God. I mean, not that 4's any more than 3, but you know, when you think about it, a 3-year-old and two-year-olds just left on their own in an apartment, it just beggars belief, doesn't it, that no neglect charges were brought. The 3-year-old vanished after her parents left her and her siblings in bed as the couple had dinner and a bit of a little piss up nearby. The pair from Leicestershire have criticised Portuguese authorities for their investigation into her abduction, and the man suspected of kidnapping her will not face any charges in the foreseeable future, a prosecutor told Sky News earlier this year. Yeah, so that's Christian B. See if we can find a little picture of him. Yeah. Ooh, Christian B. I mean, he is a piece of, you know, he's not a very nice person. He was on trial for other charges. Maybe he isn't a nice person, but I don't think he had anything to do. Sorry, I'm not sharing. It's unlikely that he had anything to do with Madeleine's disappearance, but he's just the likely suspect. Another one thrown into the mix to muddy the waters. Meanwhile, whatever really happened to Madeleine is still not known. So let's have a look at this video before we finish.
The disappearance of Madeleine McCann is the world's most mysterious missing child case. And now there's a new twist. 5 years ago, German prosecutor Hans Christian Wolters named his prime suspect, Christian B, as he's known under privacy laws. A convicted child sex offender and burglar, said to be in the area when Madeleine vanished.
He was in the
Wolters
area.
claimed to have compelling evidence against Christian B, and
He was in the area because I went on location, didn't I, to Proud Illusion. I got chatting to a guy who was working there at the time, still working there at the complex there. And he knew Christian B, but he, in his opinion, Christian had nothing to do with it, but who knows? He was like a van lifer, Christian B.
believed Madeleine was dead. But now Wolters says there's currently no prospect of charges, and Christian B could walk free this September. He denies any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance. The suspect's recently been acquitted of unrelated rape and child
Oh,
sex
he's been
charges.
acquitted of those as well?
And when his current sentence ends in a few months, he might disappear back into his off-grid life. Police in 3 countries are racing to build a stronger case. But for now, the evidence remains circumstantial. His sex crimes history, his proximity to the scene, and a mobile phone ping. One of Christian B's lawyers said the prosecutor's new statement confirmed what the defence team had always said. there's no reliable evidence against him. Volta's last hope, a legal appeal that could keep Christian B in jail. But time is running out. After nearly 18 years, police may be no closer to solving Madeleine McCann's disappearance.
No, they're no clearer. I think we all know that, really. Inside, Christian B's going to be released. Watch out for his story. Is he going to sell his story to the newspapers? How he's maligned? So he's been acquitted of the other charges as well. So there's no evidence about anything by the sound of it. So, of course, you do need evidence. You need evidence. I don't know what Christian B has done or hasn't done. Only him and his God know the truth. And he'll pay in the next world, if not in this. But the thing is, you cannot just throw mud at people and say, arrest them. As far as the legal process is concerned, there's got to be evidence. If there's no evidence, you can't prosecute someone. So it sounds like he's been acquitted of the other crimes as well. So it seems like there's no evidence about those either. So how guilty is he? I mean, I just don't know. I literally do not know. But he knows. He knows. God knows. One way or another, he'll pay. But he's not going to pay in this life. The way it looks at the moment, because there is no evidence. Okay, so I just thought I'd give you that information. So Karen Sprague was her name, yeah. She's joined her friend Julia in being arrested for the stalking of the McCanns. And it looked like from that article that they're appearing in court today, and I will give you all updates. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Please leave your DNA on the like button. I'll see you really soon in the next video. Rest in peace, Madeleine. Sleep with the angels. And until I see you again, may your God also go with you. Thank you. Bye.